They tore down the Pantera house. They tore down Vinnie Paul's house.
Really?
Demolished it.
For what reason?
Investors bought the motherfucker, and they said, this could never be a family home because of the way it was designed. And I mean, he had like a sex closet. And,
Well, you could do some renovations. You don't got to take the whole thing
just
down.
put a wall in the middle of it.
Put a door on it with a lock.
Having a kid's room with half a sex closet.
It doubles as the kids. It's all padded in there. So,
Definitely. There's already hooks for swings and stuff.
Yeah,
Was that the house where the
Everything
Stanley
is
Cup went off the
load-bearing
balcony?
It is the house where the Stanley Cup went off the balcony. And, okay, I would be remiss without telling my favorite Vinnie Paul story, since we're talking Vinnie Paul. So, I used to, in high school, deliver Chinese food around the area. Mm-hmm. Yes. And a time or two, I delivered to the Vinnie Paul house. Right? It was right down the street from where the restaurant was, and they'd order it. And after that, went to college, blah, 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 and then I did like this internship for a music place. And during that time, I met Vinnie Paul in person because he was had a side project called Hell Yeah. So we were at his club. He owns a little gentleman's club. And Hell Yeah was having a release party. Met him there. Anyway, so fast forward to beyond that, I have my first kid is born, and she's about to turn 1. And I'm at this grocery store that's at the bottom of the hill, that Tom Thumb that's right there by, where the Pantera house is. Sure. It's fairly early on a Saturday, probably like 9:30 or something on a Saturday, and there's not many people at the grocery store, believe it or not. And anyways, like, I'm walking up there, and I got like a cake, and I've got like a little bit of some beer, and I got some chips and stuff, because just last minute things for a little party for my first one turning 1. Yeah. In front of me is none other than Vinnie Paul. Well, there you go. He has 3 cakes, and he has like 6 cases of beer, like all sitting there. And I'm like, holy shit, that's Vinnie right there, because obviously you can't miss Vinnie. He makes sure you can't miss him. Very easy to tell. And so I'm like, man, do I say something or not? And I'm just all like, hey, what's going on, Vinnie? I'm like, someone's birthday today or whatever. Just obviously there's something going on. There's 3 cakes.
Both have the same
cart.
Right,
pretty much the same cart, right? And then he's just all like, oh yeah, one of the girls at the club is turning 18 and gives me this little thing or whatever. And I'm like, oh, nice. And then he's all like, you? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's my daughter's first birthday. He's like, really? And the dude, I shit you guys not, lifts the little divider between the things, and he goes, tell her happy birthday. And he just bought all my shit.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah.
Fantastic move.
Yeah.
Classy. Absolutely.
It was really cool.
That's awesome. That's a great
So
story.
I always tell my oldest that she got her first birthday cake sponsored by none other than Pantera's own Vinnie Paul.
There you go. Fantastic. Wow. Well, hell yeah.
Nice.
For that.
Well done.
That's a good story, Doc.
Oh, I forgot the part of why I mentioned the Chinese food and the Hell Yeah thing.
Oh.
Because why I did is because he goes like, you look familiar, by the way.
Oh,
I go, yeah, I met you at this thing with Hell Yeah. And he's like, nah, that ain't it. And I'm just like, I used to deliver you Chinese food back in the day. And he goes, the white Chinese driver.
Yeah.
I was like, yep, that's me.
A.K.A. Doc, A.K.A. the white Chinese driver.
Right.
Whatever that means.
I think it just meant that, like, I stood out as a Chinese delivery driver.
Hell yeah. Hell